Hello and welcome, my fellow humans. We're back for another daily dice where we ask Source a question and find out what your message is for the day. So if these are resonating with you, please hit that thumbs up button down below, knowing that as you interact with the channel, it does allow me an opportunity to connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. So that being said, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and set that notification bell below. And I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading and find out what is a daily dice message source for our fellow humans today. What do they need to know? How can we help them out? What is the daily dice source? Thank you. We have 4th house. We have South Node and we have Libra. All right, so let's see here. Let's get this set up here. So this is all about you letting go of something that has been unfair. Okay, this feels like to me this energy of maybe there's a disconnection between family members. Maybe you argue a lot with your parents, or maybe you have a hard time with your siblings, or there's this feel, especially with Libra here in the middle, it feels like a disassociation somewhere, like there's literally a broken line. This feels like this energy of, I cannot contact insert name because, or I refuse to talk to because, and so on and so forth. And what's going to end up happening here is that you're going to feel this resentment as you go through, which already is building. There's this feeling of resentment, especially with the South Node here. This is something that you have lived time and time and time again. And what is being asked of you here is to find some new form of equality in this situation. Okay, my apologies. We are getting everything set up here, and so you guys might notice that there's air in the background now, and that is because now everything seems to be working for the time being. So, but what this feels like is resentment is building, and it's having to do with the home situation. And so with South Node coming through, there's this need to heal and to release this, right? South Node is all about what we're destined to release in life. Those cycles that have kept us from growing, those cycles that have kept us in the same old patterns, those cycles that have kept us in just pain and suffering, right? So whatever it is that you're experiencing, it is absolutely valid how you feel. If you're upset or you feel like you were done wrong or you were betrayed, it's valid, okay? However, there's this need to acknowledge that from yourself, saying, you know what, I feel betrayed, and it's okay that I feel betrayed. And now that I've acknowledged that I felt betrayed in this situation, I'm freeing myself up to let this go and to forgive the situation, because I choose to no longer wear these shackles that have kept me in poverty, that have kept me in lack, that have kept me feeling stuck mentally and emotionally. Okay, and especially with Libra energy here, we're talking about close relationships, love, you know, family, business partnerships. This could be friends, but we're talking about relationships and finding balance again here, because there's been an imbalance in a home situation. It's in the South Node energy, which is time to let go. And when you let go of this, you will feel a huge weight lifted off your shoulders. So let's go ahead and get some oracles out on it and find out what more information Source wants us to know about this situation. So I'm going to get one tarot card out for you guys, and then I'm going to pull out one of my newer oracle cards, the Intuition Oracle, because I just love it. It's such a beautiful deck. Look, guys, look at this. We have Justice coming out on the bottom here, representing the 8 of Spades. It's just talking about getting out of this pain that you're feeling in your mind. So when we're talking about pain in the mind, it's literally playing a situation over and over again. Oh, I can't forgive Bill because, or I can't forgive Joni because, or I can't forgive Susie because, or I can't forgive Robert because. We're taking out the because, and we're saying, you know what? Let's stop blaming and pointing the finger at everybody and saying, what can I do to release this situation? And at the end of the day, you're going to find it does come to seeing this with your third eye, your intuition, seeing this from your heart, seeing this from a more balanced state, right? We're balancing out what we're seeing with our two eyes. We're balancing out what we are feeling and speaking a truth to ourselves that maybe we've hidden behind this excuse of saying, oh, it's their fault, it's their fault, it's their fault. It's not to excuse them from the role that they've played in this journey. That's not what this is, because they played their role in the journey. You played your role in the journey. We all have a part to play, right? It takes two to tango, and that's all of life. What it is saying is that I forgive so that I can be free, right? It's so you can be free. It's not to relieve them of the responsibility of taking accountability. That's up to them. And no amount of holding resentment in this situation is ever going to make them one day wake up and say, oh, you know what? I should have taken accountability for that, unless they choose to change. But ultimately, that's going to be their choice. Regardless if you're holding resentment on them or not, it's like that's not ever going to change anything, right? So you guys did get two of these. We're going to take a look at this, but it's interesting. Let's just take a look at this picture right now. Look at this fight. Like, it's like these two men are fighting on this card, and it's like, I feel like this bird is coming to intervene, like, whoa, hold on, you guys don't see that you're brothers, or you guys don't see that you're family, or you guys don't see that you love each other, right? Letting this rose blossom instead, it's like you guys have touched the thorns, right? It's like touching the thorns and feeling the sting and the burn from the thorns. And I feel like this looks like a third eye here, right? Listening to your third eye and freeing yourself from the situation. Listening to your intuition here is very important. But look, it's like, look at this heart and these two fists coming at this heart. Looks like they're going to crush it. And I feel like that is exactly what you've been going through. My heart is crushed. My heart is broken in this situation. How can I let go of something that has really tore me up? So we'll look at the back of this in just a second. And then we have this cherub here. Look, and this is another cherub, like in the face of the moon. Like, but see how the face is hidden? It's looking down. It's like, I don't want to face my emotions, especially being on the moon. And the moon is red here, right? Well, I guess the moon is up here. But that's what I was getting from it. And I feel like the reason I was experiencing that right now is because it's like red like blood. It's like blood. This is a blood connection. This is somebody who's a blood connection with you. Family roots. But it's interesting that I didn't even see the moon. I just felt like this was on the moon. And then I was like, oh, that's the moon right there. But what's going on here, it's like you're feeling exposed. You're not even feeling vulnerable. It's like you're feeling exposed in the situation. And yet there's a deep truth that's connected to the emotional experience that you've had. And I feel like this entire time, you maybe denied yourself the opportunity to say, how I feel about it is valid. We often don't realize that that is the most healing thing that we can do for ourselves, is just to say, hey, I am angry. And it's okay that I'm angry, because it's a human emotion, and I'm here to experience the full spectrum of what it is to be human, which means happy, sad, excited, ecstatic, wondrous, adventurous, angry, upset, you know, whatever comes with it. Peeved off, right? So we'll check these out in just a minute. Yeah, look, you're building something for yourself. There's something that you're trying to build, you're working on. But it's like with the TP here, it's something that's at home. It's something that's at home that's stopping you from being able to do what you need to do in this moment. But the sun is rising. And as the sun is rising on this, there is going to be light shed on this situation. Look, guys, I cannot make this stuff up. We had 27, the fighters, coming out. It says, I fight my resistance to accepting the dualities of life. So this is exactly what life is. Without the bad, there cannot be the good. And understanding that the contrast is what is a beautiful aspect of this life. And then let's look at this one real quick. Look, the past. I shine awareness and compassion on my past. I love this. I love the synchronicities of Source coming through here, guys. So there's something about the past situation coming through that you're meant to let go of. And it has to do with arguing. It has to do with fighting. It has to do with this heavy energy that's weighing on you. It's been weighing on you here. We had 27 and 28 come out together. I did shuffle these before the reading, which is so intense. But I absolutely love this reading. I'm wishing you all the best of luck because you are so strong and you're capable of doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. With that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. If it resonated, hit that thumbs up button. But until next time, stay human. Bye, guys.